In a certain deck of cards, each card has a positive integer written on it. In a multiplication game, a child draws a card and multiplies the integer on the card by the next larger integer. If each possible product is between 15 and 200, then the least and greatest integers on the cards could be... So, sort of a confusing scenario given here. I know one thing that confused me about this scenario was there are not two cards being drawn, right? There's just one card, and then the second number is one he just makes up in his head based on that first card. And so, given that, what do we know? We know we got one number, which is the card we're drawing, and then we're multiplying that by another number, which we just make up based on that card, which is going to be that card value plus 1. So we're multiplying x times x plus 1, and we know that the value has to be between 15 and 200. And so, given we are really only drawing a one card here, we only care about this number here, x, because that is our card. This number here, x plus 1, is just a made-up number. So we're trying to find what the least and greatest value for x could be, not our x plus 1. So what's the easiest way to do this? It looks like we have sort of this quadratic type equation here. And what I know about quadratics is usually I can solve for them when they are set equal to 0. And we don't have that here. Here we have this inequality that's bounded on two sides. So I don't know how helpful this will be as a quadratic equation to us. And so I'm thinking the best way to solve this is probably just to test out the answer choices, especially because it looks like a lot of the numbers they give us repeat. So the lower bound here should be the easier numbers to multiply out. So if we draw a 3 on our card, we're going to have 3 times 4, which is 12. And so we're not there yet. So we can eliminate A and B based on this. 4 times 5 gets us to 20. So now we're within the range. That means this 5, this lower bound of 5 can't be our answer because it's not going to be the lowest possible value. So now we only have our upper range. Now we got to test. We want the highest value possible that is less than 200. And so we only need to test the options given. So if we draw a 13, we got 13 times 14. What does that give us? 12. 182. And then it looks like D14 will be over, but we can just test it really quick to make sure. 20. 210. So here we are over. And so if we're looking for the lowest and highest values for x, it's like 4 and 13 are an option. Remember, so when we have 13 times 14, this 14 is not a card. So D, do not choose D as your answer choice. That 14 is just made up based on our card, which was 13. C.